Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello and welcome back to Second Half Beauty. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca and I talk about beauty related products, fashion, and health. Today I'm going to be discussing with you something near and dear to my heart that I've struggled with years ago. Dealing with beauty care products, I've noticed a lot of people recently talking about how they're sensitive to strong scents, like perfumes especially, which I also used to have that problem. So I wanted to talk to you today about how I found a cure for that problem. Unbeknownst to me, it was out of a cleanse that I had done that I later discovered afterwards that had cured that problem, and also a sensitivity to light. A little backstory on my health. I've struggled with health issues on and off throughout my life. As a child, I did grow up in a smoking household for the most part, and I do still have a strong sensitivity to smoke scents. But also the perfumes and strong scents and lights and bright lights years ago used to give me really severe migraines, like almost instantly. So I wanted to find some natural cures that I could look into because nothing else was helping in that regard. I discovered through an infomercial a man named Kevin Trudeau. You may have heard of him. He wrote a book called Natural Cures That They Don't Want You to Know About. I discovered this back in about 2006, 2007. And after reading that book, I came across something called the Candida cleanse, which is a form of yeast. It is Candida. And a lot of people who've been on antibiotics repeatedly typically have a problem with yeast overgrowth in their body, which can lead to severe migraines, problems with your menstrual cycle, weight gain, and so forth, which I did have all of those symptoms. I'm going to link below a saliva test you can do. Your spit will either like sink or float depending on how much yeast is in your system. And also the color of your tongue test, which if you have too much yeast in your body will cause a thick white coating on your tongue. Which also I noticed after having a sickness recently, I was getting that back into my system. My tongue was coated in this awful white texture. So I did go back on a probiotic just to reestablish my gut flora. The one that was recommended that I looked up to reestablish the gut flora after sickness or a yeast overgrowth issue is called Saccharomyces boulardii. It is a 5 billion probiotic, and this helps get my my system back in order. When I started leaning more into natural health alternative care instead of your traditional health care, I also started eating organically and almost instantly lost like 10 pounds. Of course, I cut out sodas and stuff like that also. I haven't been terribly consistent with that over the years due to cost related issues. But I do recommend that if you're able to eat organically. And also, please discuss with your physician first if you have any of these problems, and maybe they can possibly check you for candida overgrowth also. So the plan that I found in Mr. Trudeau's book is called the Life Force Plan. And you can find out more about this plan at the candidaplan.com. I will link the link to that below. It is by Dr. Jeff McCombs, and it is a protocol cleansing your intestinal tract first of bad bacteria and the yeast, obviously, and you do have to go on a specific diet for 30 days. The diet is mainly a paleo diet, which consists of like meat, most veggies, fruits, brown rice, and most oils. So it is a pretty plentiful diet. You're not feeling like starved or anything. I did lose in that 3-month period 30 pounds. have done this protocol twice now because I did start to have more issues again later on in life. That was probably, gosh, 20 years apart. So this plan's been available and around quite some time. Let's see here. Also, during the plan, you're supposed to sweat daily. Just exercising, I guess, is not enough to fully cleanse the body of excess toxins. So you're supposed to do a 30-minute daily sauna or a hot bath to get your lymph going and get the sweat out of you there. All right, so after I did this plan, I was just, noticing regular things about my body. And I noticed I no longer afterwards had massive migraines on a regular basis anymore. The sensitivity to light was gone. The sensitivity to the strong scents was gone. And my periods returned to normal. I didn't have heavy cramps or bleeding anymore when I had my period. So yeah, I wanted to share with you also some products that I use that are not overly too strong of scents for those of you who are sensitive to strong odors. I'm going to go through some here. I've got my Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Oil that has a really nice scent to it. It has oat and jojoba oil. So these are a couple of body oils I use. The next one, I got a TJ Maxx's Sand and Fog Rose and Pear. These are really nice body oils that have a nice scent to it, not overly strong. All right, then my favorite one of my favorite body mists is by Victoria's Secret, the Pear Glacé. I don't think they typically carry this in store anymore, but I've literally worn this since I was a teenager, and I still use it, and I love it. It's a really nice pear scent. From Bath & Body Works, we have Dreaming of Rio. It's a really nice tropical scent for summer. And then I did talk about this one recently on another video, the Kopari Seychelles Sands. It is a lovely, like, marshmallow vanilla musk scent. My daughter recently brought home this also from Bath & Body Works. It is a lovely fruit fusion banana blend. It smells really good. A lovely banana scent. I'm gonna put some on now because it smells so good. All right, and the last one we have is from, I believe they only sell it at Target. It's the Finery brand Magnetic Candy. So yeah, all of these are really nice light scents, and for those of you who are sensitive to that. And I hope I gave you some information about Candida and where you can find more information on that. If you have any questions about the plan that I did or any questions in general about Candida or the diet, feel free to leave those questions below. And I thank you for tuning in today. And let me know if you have any more questions. Thank you for watching. Take care.